and the big back door opens up, and this general comes walking on. I used to have a picture of him. After the general comes on and he does his thing and everything, and I tell the nurse, I said, "Excuse me, but I think there's a mistake with me." And she said, "What's that?" And I said, "I'm supposed to be going to Yokosuka, Japan." And she said, "Oh my God, they put you on the wrong plane, they put you on the wrong plane." And she grabs my chart and she holds it up. And she says, "No, you're going to Oak Knoll Naval Hospital." And I said, "Where's that?" She said, "Oakland, California." "You're kidding." She said, "We're going to land in Travis." "Oh, I'm going home. I'm going home." From that moment on, I didn't sleep. All I could think of is, I'm going home. I'm going home. I remember the jet landing at Travis Air Force Base. It was nighttime when we landed, and then all these ambulances pulled up, and then they started unloading us and putting into the ambulance. I was able to walk. I was one of like those people that they kiss the ground. I got down and I kissed the ground. All I could think of was, man, I'm home. I made it home. My mind was just, man, I'm home, and I used to live in Vallejo, so from Travis Air Force Base, the buses went through Vallejo, and I'm looking out the window and I'm thinking to myself, man, I made it. They take me to Oakland, California, and we pull into Oak Knoll Naval Hospital, and it's nighttime, like I said, and I didn't find out till later that during Vietnam, they were bringing the wounded in at night because they didn't want America to see how many guys were being injured in Vietnam. They were trying to keep it down low, And so I got there and they put me into an amputee ward. And the ward was just as long as you can imagine, with all of these beds, with all of these guys with no arms and no legs, and just unbelievable stuff. And I went to the phone booth there and I got on and I called my Uncle Ray here in Stockton. I called him Collect, and he said, "If this call is from Vietnam, no, I won't accept the charges." And they said, "No, I said, "No, Uncle, I'm in Oakland. He said, "Okay, I'll accept it." And he goes, "What are you doing in Oakland?" I said, I got wounded, Uncle, and I'm here in the hospital, And he said, "Oh, does your dad know?" I said, "I don't know if he knows or not." Well, I found out a day later, my dad got the letter, the official letter, stating that your son has been wounded. I always wanted that from him, He said, he had it. He said, "I saved that, son, but I put it in a box and it's in the storage." Well, I never got to see that letter, but I got back to Oak Knoll Naval Hospital. I was all emaciated. I had went over 155 pounds of the best weight, best condition of my life from Marine Corps boot camp. Now I'm 122 pounds. My cheeks are sunken in, man. My hair is long. I still have the red dirt on my feet from Vietnam. The brothers who were there know about that red dirt. We talk about that, but the next morning, I asked him, "Hey, when can I go home?" And they said, 30 days. We'll give you a leave for 30 days. I said, "Okay." So I had a check that I had never cashed. That I don't know how I got it, where it was, but I had a check. So I took it down to the PX there at Oak Knoll Naval Hospital in Oakland. Bought me some civilian clothes right there at the PX, put them on, and walked out the front gate of Oak Knoll Naval Hospital. The guards at the gate waved at me. Hey, looked like a hippie. See, long hair and everything. So I hitchhiked back to Stockton, California. Went to one of my best friends, Manu Lujan's house over in Conway Homes, and knocked on the front door. And when he opened the door, Al, I'll never forget it, man. He looked at me and said, Larry, is that you? I said, yeah, man. He said, oh my God, what happened to you? I said, hey, brother, I'm alive, man. I'm alive. I made it back, my brother. Let's go party, man. He said, okay. Years later, he reminded me of that. He said, man, I'll never forget, Larry, the day that you came back from Vietnam. I looked at you and said, wow, what has this man been through? There was no way of explaining it. There was no way of I didn't talk about it to anyone for years and years and